Hello, hello. It is Sara Waggle, astrologer and leadership coach here for this Moon Astrology Tarot, this time for the moon in Scorpio. This is June 17th through the 19th. We're going from a really airy chart with the moon in Libra and the sun and Venus and Mercury in Gemini to an extremely watery chart. As Mercury Venus will conjunct at 0 degrees of Cancer, which puts them within a degree of still squaring Neptune in Pisces. So it's an out of sign square, but a square nonetheless, and trining the moon as it's entering Scorpio. So and I also want to point out that this is very Plutonian. Pluto's the modern ruler of Scorpio. So this is transformative. So on a large scale, we could definitely see some waterway type situations, or even flooding or something like that, or movement in the water, as Pisces is a mutable water sign. But also, there could be a lot of like flow of emotion. And however that may show up, right? It could be a lot of like grief or, things letting go or something like that. But remember that in order to invite in new or welcome in new or allow in newness, you have to let something go, right? We have a finite amount of space and whatnot. So, or capacity maybe is a better word than space. And so in order to move forward, you've got to let in order for there to be radical change, there has to be radical change, right? So in order to change something in your life radically, you've got to radically change something in your life, right? And so whether that is your, daily routine or your, home life or something like that, you may have to let something else go, right? Your creature comforts or something. And so but this being in this Mercury, Venus in Cancer and the sun heading into Cancer, like that is about home and making yourself comfortable, self-care and all of those things. And I feel like this is a moment where like self-care becomes not an option, it's a requirement. You've got to know what you need to do, whether it's journaling or you need to not eat sugar, or you need to cut out dairy, or you need to create a better routine for yourself, or you need to work out, or whatever it is, right? It's to create radical change, you've got to create radical change, right? It's like that. So this is a lot of transformative. We've got Mercury, who is, the traditional ruler of astrology. So he's intuitive, he's a trickster, he is kind of mental, mindset, meeting up with Venus, who is money and finances and relationships, partnerships, relationships with others, your relationship with money, your relationship with your career, your job, your whatever, your home. And we could start seeing changes to our money. Many elder astrologers have been talking about that for years, that we would start seeing changes to our money systems. So that's definitely a possibility. And I don't say that to fearmonger. I say that in, I've been I don't know if quietly is the right word, but I've been kind of preachy about that to like the disability population. And I wish people would have heard me a lot more, but everybody in their own time, right? I can't play the game for other people, but we never know when our money systems are going to change, right? Everything has to change and has to evolve and has to go a different direction. And that may affect us. And I've talked about like building the support system and building having a plan in place for an emergent situation, and things like that. And we're getting into a space and time where you may need that. And there may not be an opportunity to be like, well, I don't I don't know what to do, or whatever. You're gonna need it. You're gonna need it. And so, finding some way to be ambitious about something, be dreamy about something so that you can bring it into like this earthly experience, where it can be your contributing factor to a community or a partnership or whatever. And so, you know, I feel like this is like also like the whole singles conversation of like, why am I still single? When a man can bring to the table what I can bring to the table, and then we have something to talk about. But I often find that I have had guys interested in me who have zero to bring to the table. And that doesn't work when you're me. And I'm a very ambitious person. I'm a very intelligent person. Um, and I don't want to say most people, because I think there is a knight in shining armor out there for me. I truly believe there is a match for me out there. I really believe that. But anyway, I'm just kind of ranting on the guys that come after me sometimes. It's like, really? Oh my goodness. So anyway, but yes, I think it's a brilliant time to really be mindful of what you have to bring to the table, because we all have something. I just know that, right? Remember that we are each here to help one another, and you do have something that can help others, even if it is a swift kick in the ass. Even if it is you're the match that lights a fire under somebody's ass to motivate them, like you have a role in this world. You do. You do. You do. Anyway, let's see what's up with the tarot. I just, this is going to be a really foggy time, and it's going to be like this for a while. We're at what, June 17th through the 19th. And before we get, well, we have the sun moving into Cancer, and then we'll have that full moon in Capricorn. And then Saturn goes retrograde, and then Neptune goes retrograde. Like this next couple of weeks, your head could spin if you don't have a good grasp of yourself. I really feel like it goes back to self. And give yourself the grace and compassion. Like there are days when it's okay if you don't get all the damn chores done. It's all good. It's all good. Trash can go out tomorrow. Dishes can still get done tomorrow. It's okay. But, you know, so, but it's also like, you know, you're the one who's got to make that discernment in your mind that, you know, okay, I'm gonna get up today. I'm gonna do this thing today. I'm gonna try for this job today. I'm gonna try for, you know, that promotion today, or I'm gonna make the move today, however that is showing up for you. So let's see what's up with this tarot. Tarot. I think this has a potential to be a really gifted time. I also think that it could go really foggy and really just off the rails if, you know, you're not, um, if you're not, on your game. The sun in reverse, the Waxana. Oh boy, the Waxana in reverse. This is like Waxana not on her game, the Waxana Troy. If you know, you know. But the sun in reverse, you know, don't allow yourself to get dimmed out by the bullshit of this world. Don't allow yourself to get dimmed out by the bullshit of the people around you. You're gonna do shit that people don't understand, and it's okay. At some point, we all need to come to some wild, weird understanding that if we supported each other in all of the wild and weird shit that we all did, as opposed to cutting each other down and slicing each other apart for being weird, we might actually accomplish something. But we're coexisting in a world that still wants to be in the conditioned space of everyone must work 8 to 12 hours a day plus whatever you work. And the people who believe in taking care of themselves and that they mentally cannot work that much, right? And so we get this, we get people who criticize us or demean us or whatever. Don't let their shit get to you. Honestly, if this is the moment where you could rise above all of their bullshit, and do your thing and let God build you right in front of the people who said you were dumb, who said whatever derogatory thing they said. God gets to rebuild you right in front of those people, and you get to show them, look, 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 let me just show you. Let me just show you that you thought I was dumb, and really I'm just not like you. Right? I believe all of us has something to provide for this world. I 1,000% believe that we each have something to provide for this world. And if we took 5 seconds to allow somebody to be in their highest good, to let them be themselves, then like imagine what that would do for them, as opposed to cutting them down and telling them blah 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 blah. Anyway, that's the sun in reverse. Let's see what's up with the ancient feminine wisdom. I don't know how I'm gonna do this for the Capricorn full moon. I know I'm planning to do, and this is coming out on the 17th. It could already be decided by then. But I know I'm gonna do a Cancer season, sun and rising signs. And so I don't know how I'm gonna do the Capricorn full moon because they kind of both come out at the same time. And they also have the Cancer season overview video for the Awakening Spirit Collective, which that link is below if you'd like to join that group. My affiliate link is below. For that, if you'd like to buy me a coffee and support the growth of this channel, that would be amazing too. I'd appreciate that. And if you would like to get a personal reading from me, they are down in the Calendly link below, and you can get the basic sun, moon, rising if you just want to dip your toes in. You can get the full-blown chart reading if you want to do that, or if you just want to know what's going on for you for Cancer season, we got that going on too. That's the single transit reading. And so, and for that one, if I were you, I would pick like one, like which full moon, or, maybe the new moon in Cancer or whatever, or maybe there's another transit, the Saturn retrograde or something like that. We got Eris, Eris, Eris. And this is strife. Well, I think this goes back to what I said in another video, is that there's a lot of people who don't want to become aware that they live in an illusion. And that could cause some strife. That could cause some struggle, because 2024 is the year of truth. It's the year of a lot of water and a lot of justice and a lot of truth. And the more that comes out, the more people are going to be rattled and discombobulated and also in denial that they got fooled. Because I genuinely think that people trust earthly authority figures. Oh, I have so many things I would like to say about this, and I can't. No, you know what? I'm gonna. It's the same people who trust a religion, despite how many authority figures in religions are regularly arrested or suspected or even convicted of crimes against women or children or otherwise. I'll leave it at that. I think you get the picture if you know what I'm talking about. We just saw one recently of a minister who was suspected of taking out his wife. So, but yeah, keep trusting those earthly authority figures that are supposed to be doing good. But I think like the denial is going to cause more strife, because the more truth that comes out, like people are just rattled by that, or they're in complete denial, even if the most trusted person that they would trust in the world walked up to them and like, I don't really trust anybody's authority. Right? Like, I mean, I just don't. I trust my own authority. And even then I question that sometimes, like, oh, am I sure that that's this? Because I know I can get easily swindled and easily fooled. And so, historically, that's how I've always been. So I often need, something to be blatantly clear that, nope, it's actually this. And it's like, oh man. So anywho, we all go through it. Like, it's okay that we all go through this. I think it's part of being human. Anywho, that's what I think is that as we move through this and the more truth that comes out and the more justice that's being served and whatnot, it's like, some of it's going to look convincing, others of it is not going to look so convincing, but you have to remember that there is a whole other layer of shit going on that we don't know about, right? And that's the other part of this too, is like there's so much shit going on that we don't know about, that how can we be sure of any of it? Which means that whole thing is an illusion, green screen CGI illusion of you being in your own sovereignty and in your own life and doing your thing. And who gives a shit what side of whatever other people are on, right? Anyway, okay, that's what I got for this Scorpio moon. Kind of heavy, but I also think it's going to be a pretty heavy Scorpio moon, the 17th through the 19th and beyond. I think it's going to be really heavy energy. I don't think it's going to lighten up anytime soon, we'll put it that way. So if you're feeling, lethargic, dehydrated, all of those things, do take care of yourself, do stay hydrated, do rest when you can. Do take care of your physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, and energetic bodies, to the best that you can as we move through this. Like I said, I think we're in this hefty of energy. I really think it's going to last for the better part of the next 10 days. So, hang in there and take care of yourself and all of that. And be on the lookout for, I think I dropped some special nugget videos that might be coming up. I forget what day I posted them. I scheduled them all already. I think they're coming out on Thursdays. And then I will be doing sun and rising signs for Cancer season. And I will probably just do the Capricorn full moon as a Moon Astrology Tarot. And whatnot. I don't know. We'll see. I would love to do slides for you so you can kind of get an overview of this Capricorn full moon to the next Capricorn full moon, but it's going to be a lot. So, anywho, we'll see how this all plays out in my world. But I appreciate you. I thank you. And I will talk to you on the next video. Bye for now.